Welcome to Aquatic Park today. We're going to begin with Qigong, inhaling and exhaling. We're going to come up to the heart on the inhale. Turn the palms over and exhale to the abdomen as slowly as possible. Inhaling up to the head and exhaling slowly down. And now up to the world, to the trees outside, and slowly down. And then hoping for some sunlight, inhale up and gather that hope all the way down on the exhale. Moving into knocking at the gates, knocking at the abdomen first. Tapping there will awaken the chi in the fascia, blood vessels, and then bring it up towards the heart area, heart and lungs. And then towards the shoulders, if that's comfortable for you. And then down the body, all the way down to inside the legs and outside. And back up to the tummy, the heart and lung area, down one arm, back up it, inside of that arm, back up it, across the chest, and to the other side, top of the arm, tapping, back up, inside, down, and back up again. And shake it out from the feet all the way up. Let go of all the tension of the week. The joy of movement is all about finding that joy, whatever is happening in the world. So now we're going to bring the palms out to the side into a T and circle around, inhaling and exhaling, letting it go. And then the opposite direction, back, up and around. Good. And then bringing the elbows close to the body, but not touching, circling the forearms and the wrists. And the opposite direction, back, as if you were floating on your back in a warm sea. And then coming to your hips, forward, side, back, side, finding that same way to circle, only extremely slowly. And coming back to center, go the opposite direction, this way and around. And really enjoy all the points, the forward, the side, the back, and the other side. And one more. Good, and now just play with it, okay? Anything you want to do, just to open yourself up, relax, let go, and go the other way. Maybe figure eight, whatever you want to do here. And at the same time, let's go back to our circle of the hips. Good, then bringing the feet together, folding forward from the hips, flat back, release, take hold of the knees, and circling to the right and back to the left. Same way, forward, side, back, side. And the opposite direction, to the left and around. Good, now straighten the knees without locking them and slide the palms down the shins all the way to the ankles. And then inhale all the way up. Deep breath. Exhale, center. Inhale for the accordion. Expand the ribs and slowly exhale back. Expanding laterally into the sides of your room and then exhaling to bring it all together in your body. Next time you come to the center, just wait here. This is heaven and earth. One hand's going to move up towards heaven, the other will move down. Inhale, lengthen the ribs on this side. Feel the grounding and then move towards heaven. The palm is up, palm is down. Opposite side. Now come back to center, inhale, heaven and earth. Feel the grounding of that right hand and the pushing up towards heaven of the left hand. Couple more times. This is wonderful for the spine and for our lengthening of the spine. The head just stays level here. Come back to center and release. Head rolls, bringing the chin down to the chest and over to the right with the ear and all slowly around to the opposite side. You might want to feel this in the back of the neck by bringing the shoulders down here so that you're really connecting and not tightening in the shoulder area. I like to clasp my hands behind my back for this. Then when you next reach your right side, come back to center with chin to chest and go left and around so that we have both circular movements both ways, clockwise and counterclockwise. Come back to center. Bring the palms out into a T and rolling forward. Rolling back. Elbows close to the body, circling the wrists. However you want to do this, it could be fast or slow, whatever's good for you. Maybe you want to go fast. Maybe you want to slow it down. Play with it. Good, and opposite direction. Now we're going to go back with those wrists. Beautiful. Okay, shake it out. Picking up a feather and letting it go. Watch it come down the wall as you flatten your palm and exhale and look back towards it. Inhale up. Exhale down. Other side. Enjoy like you're painting against the wall, like you're looking back at your painting. Just a straight line, but notice the width of it. And let it go. Shoulder rolls, back, up, and down. Inhale here. Let the shoulder blades roll down the back. Maintain your long spine. Beautiful. Now take it the opposite direction, back, up, forward, and down. Feels so different. Notice those differences because your chest now is sort of caving in. And then notice how it is when you open it. You want that open chest. Good. Let's find a wall. a tree, supported, hold on to something. Bringing your right heel to your above the knee or at the ankle, make a tree. Notice how that opens up your rib cage. And for the other side, you could be here at your ankle, or you could be up above the knee here, supported by that outside arm. You can do a one-armed tree. And that also will lengthen you through the whole body. Coming back to center, let's shake it out again. Spinal twist, picking up a bowl, inhaling here, sponging the knees here and coming over towards your right and around, bringing the hips with you. Inhaling, exhaling here on the twist. Inhaling back to center. Your feet are in a V here. And over to the other side. Inhale first and exhale on your twist. And one more. The staff pose. Inhale here and sink those arms down. Hold it. Breathe. Feel the grounding from this. The palms are face down. Good. Now open them. That's the accepting pose of Tadasana, the mountain pose. Go back to the staff pose. Inhale first. Make a sound. And now open it and breathe. Beautiful. That looks wonderful. All right, now I'm going to bring the palms around here. Inhaling and open. And bring one arm underneath the other to give yourself a hug. And open to inhale. And bring the other arm over and give yourself a hug the other way. And now really make it a wiggly hug because we need it. All right, and let it go. Sinking down, the Tai Chi walk or the Buddhist walking meditation, shifting towards your right. Bring your thumbs onto your hips, release the left heel, and slowly bring the middle of the foot down and then the front of the foot. And when you're fully there, the other foot comes forward. Really slow, 3 long steps. Feel the grounding. One more here. Beautiful. Now that foot back, the left front of the foot back, the right, back to the heel, and one more here. Very good. Shake it out all the way from the bottom. Buddha picks up the earth. Palms are above the shoulders here. Exhale down, outside the arms there. Inhale through the central meridian. When you get to the upper chest, push the palms up and out in a circle outside you on the exhale. 3 more cycles of Buddha picks up the earth. And look up without raising the chin. Use your peripheral vision as you push the world up, but maintain your stability. One more. Triple burner. Feet in a V, rider on horse position. Inhale and slow exhale down through your highest energy center at the head Middle one, the heart and lungs, and the low at the abdomen. And send the energy towards the feet and circle up again. Breathing in slowly and breathing out even slower. One more of triple burner. Rocking motion. 19 movements and one pose. Beginning with very slowly coming to the front of the feet on the inhale and very slowly coming to the back of the feet on the exhale. Feel the heels rise a little bit and then the toes. We're going to go to 9. That's 4. Feel the breath. Feel the rocking nature. Rocking through the middle as you slightly drop down, sinking and then rising. At both ends, the front and back. Notice how the wrists are relaxed and turning here at the bottom and turning again at the top, making what appears to be a figure 8 or infinity symbol that moves exactly with your weight shift. Last one. Bird flaps its wings, feet in a V, not too close, just close enough so that when you drop down, you're not going beyond the toe, big toe. Inhale and release. 3 cycles of 3. With a wrist circle on the third of each cycle. A wrist circle forward. One little bird wing attempt. Inhale and release, coming to the front of the feet. As you drop down. Inhale back to rise. Third one. And sink it through the earth. Double ground it. Shifting to the right to bring your left heel forward. Around at the platter in chest high water. Feeling the inhale here and the exhale back. How slowly can we go today? As slow as we can inhale and then exhale back to the back foot. Relax the jaw or any tension in the face. Two more. Lose track of everything except for the doing. And don't bother about counting even. Shift towards your left. Release your right heel. Around the platter, right side. Inhale here. And then begin to exhale. The exhale is a little bit longer than the inhale. And that is what creates the relaxation response. So let it happen. Notice how the circle starts outside the front foot and then moves to the outside of the back foot. One more. Around the platter in chest-high water comes to a graceful conclusion in rider on horse position. That allows you to prepare for your next move, which is going to be around the platter variation. So now we just leave that right foot where it's at, and we bring the left heel forward, and that back foot's at a 45-degree angle, and you're ready. Picking up a ball of energy at the left shoulder and releasing it. Center on your exhale. And make that ball that you're making very precious to you, because that's raising through the inhale and connection to the mind. It's raising the chi there. When the chi starts coming to the fingers and the palms, you know you're feeling it. Shoulders should stay down as we inhale into the tummy and into the nostrils. Both, the whole spine is involved in this. Maybe a little softer on our dropping of the ball. Two more. Last one. Draw the leg back into rider on horse. Your feet are quite apart here, so you can really stabilize this. Exhale and shift to your right to let to your left, let the right leg go. And we pick up the ball of energy here and let it go. Feel your weight shift coming forward towards me on the inhale and back to your back wall on the exhale. Feel how you glide through the middle of your shift forward, and how you glide back and then release the toe. Let's do two more on this right side of around the platter variation. And bring the foot back in. Your right foot comes back in. You're in your rider on horse. Inhale. And slowly sink it into the earth. Inhale up to the head. your highest dantian, and then slowly release down to ground it through the earth. And then up to the sky. And sink it. Resting on globes of energy right here at the middle of the low dantian. The palms are facing out. They're in resistance to gravity. And now you come to shift to the right to bring the left forward for bass drum. The palms face each other, lay gong points between the palm centers, and gather the energy around the whole body. And enjoy feeling it come into your fingers in the middle of the palms, which are rounded. Two more on this side. Last one. Draw the left foot in, single grounding between sides, shift towards the left and release your right, bass drum. Feel yourself right outside your breaths on this, inhaling and exhaling back. Let that energy move all around your upper body and back towards the hips. You're surrounded by the chi, that is the energy that we want to cultivate today. The energy that keeps us in focus, enjoying life, letting things go, still moving, thinking, breathing, and connecting to others in community. Three more of bass drum. And last one, feeling the rim of the drum all the way around as if it were velvet. Bring the foot back in and double ground it. Daughter on the mountaintop, followed by daughter in the valley. Shift towards your right, release your left. The left hand will come right down through the central meridian, the wrists cross. And then you inhale out here around the mountains and come down through the central trail by crossing the wrists here. As slowly as possible on your exhale. Three more. Last one. Draw the left foot back, double ground it. Simply because this is a very personally strong movement. Your heart is the one where the left hand is closest. The other heart is someone else. And shift over to the left, and the palms will be the same way again, moving from the heart. And it's even a heart shape. Notice how as you inhale up the mountains here, you get this broadening. And then as you come through the central trail, you get the center of the heart. Three more on your right side. Feel the chi gathering in your palms already. Slowness, circularity, continuity, moving from the center and connecting mind, body, and spirit. One more is like daughter on the mountaintop. And inhale here and sink it into the earth as we come into its companion pose. Let's double ground it first. Daughter in the valley. Start on the mountains. Shift to your right. Bring your left heel forward. Come through the central trail. Inhale. Cultivate the chi. Draw it in with your inhale, all the way up through the central body. And then let it go over here as the palms turn out and down. Feel how the energy changes there. Building inner awareness of simply how we breathe and connect the heart to the brain. Last one of daughter in the valley on the left side. Single grounding, inhale to the heart. Exhale back down to the abdomen. Shift towards the left. Bring the right forward, the heel. And start it again with the same beautiful movement of daughter in the valley. And the back heel is making sure that it's in a 45-degree angle. You might have to alter some things here. For your weight shift, length. You can always do that with the yin leg, which is the straight leg. The yang leg is the bent leg, so it doesn't like to move very much. Feel the straightness and the bending. Two more. Last one on your right. Of daughter in the valley. Now brings us to our next pose in our 19 moves, and it's carry the ball to the side. Let's double ground this one. And let's bring it up even higher. Bring it up to the trees today. In gratitude for all that they give us. And then to the sky. And exhale slowly down. Feeling the relaxation response. As slowly as possible on the exhale. Beautiful. Let it go for a second here. We're going to walk over here and start with our carry the ball to the side. It'll be a cycle of 3, 3, and 3. Winding up. Pick up your ball. Shift this leg into the ground, your right leg. Release your left heel and move across 3 times. And bring in the outside foot. Rise on the inhale, sink on the exhale. And wind up again. And move. Good. And now we'll go back the opposite way. Let's wind up over here to your left. Release your right heel and now move that direction with your weight shift. Sliding across a piano bench maybe in your mind so that the butt is not sticking out too much in back. Feeling the length of the spine from the tailbone to the crown of the head, which is the back of the skull. Long spine. And the head remains level. And let's go back. Feel the sinking and the rising. There's a sink. Keep that position now as you move across. And then you stand to inhale. Sink. And do our last one. Let the wrists go. Beautiful. Let's double ground that. Carry the ball to the side has come to a graceful conclusion. Good. Let's take a little drink of water here. We did all that Qigong and didn't drink anything, so we need to be hydrating. Let's ground a couple times before we start. Push, pull, and pulling in the energy. Shifting to your right, release the left heel, and move with the base of the palms here out and then up in a circle back to your heart on the inhale. This is exhale forward and an inhale back because it comes back to you. It's a move that is also called giving and receiving energy. So now you take that back to your heart and then you give it out again in a circle that rhythmically stays stable. Feel the softness in the fingers and the palms and the wrists. Two more of push-pull on your left side. Inhale the left foot back. Come back to rider and horse. Stabilize it by a single grounding. Shift towards your left. Release the right. Push, pull right side. Notice the exhale forward. Three more. Move from the heart. And inhale it back. Every gift you give is returned energetically. Last one. Inhale the right leg back and double ground it. Shift right to bring the left forward, pulling in the energy. From the farthest star, the fingertips are up this time in a circle that moves outside that left foot and back towards the right, evenly across the center. Bringing in energy from the farthest star in the universe today. Whatever wonderful image is in your mind of how we could affect that energy by asking for it from the most distant star and letting it come through our fingertips. Any visualization you like. Perhaps a beautiful night when all the stars are shining and you're lying on your back, or some other vision you have. Last one on your left of pulling in the energy. Draw in the left foot, sink it through the earth. Bring the palms up again to look for the distant star. Shift towards the left, release your right. Pulling in energy. This time we're inhaling towards that star to ask for that energy, and we're exhaling back as it returns to the heart through the fingertips. As we shift forward, we inhale. As we shift back, we exhale. Three more. Last one, the essence of Qigong is to bring energy from nature and from the environment that's positive and beautiful. Bring in that energy. and double ground it. Bring it to your heart and sink it slowly into the ground. As we begin the tappies, basic tappy will be first. Bringing your left hand under the right elbow and your left heel out to the side, and pull the energy between the palms as if it were heavy air. Slowly and with intention. Softly and with a sense of kindness to your body, feeling the joy of that slow breath as you exhale here, and the relief as you inhale there, and ground to exhale. Noting how one hand that's underneath the elbow then moves up and the other hand moves down to support the back leg. The sense of support of the yin and yang, the opposites that operate in the universe. Two more of basic tappy, one towards your right and one back to ground on your left. And double ground it. Inhale and slowly exhale. Enjoy the exhale. Take lots of time for it. We next move into our first variation of tappies, and this is anchor taffy. You're going to anchor your right foot and you'll be moving forward with your left. And then you'll take that to the side. It's like a return to basic taffy here. In anchor taffy, one leg is always grounded. First, the other moves forward. And then the anchor foot, which had been on the earth, then pulls in as you come to the side, just like it does in a boat. And then you switch. Right foot moves forward now, right hand's underneath. This is your invite hand to the right. And then that takes you across to bring in the foot of the anchor. And then the anchor moves forward, and the other foot is the anchor. And then you pull everything in. We inhale and exhale to ground. Our first variation, anchor taffy. Our second variation is circles taffy, sinking and rising and winding up. Left hand comes under and pulls you to the left. Inhale to Exhale down for your grounding. And then we inhale again to rise a little bit. So sinking and rising move, and sink and rise the balls of the feet. And now bring your right hand under to pull the energy towards your right and pull in the outside leg. Left hand under. Pull it slowly to the side and let the other hand move down and sink it. And again. Right hand under, pull it to the right. It's inviting you that way. Inhale to sink it and to start again to go to the left. And we'll bring in that foot on the outside and double ground it. Circles Taffy has come to a graceful conclusion. And now we come to perpetual motion Taffy with heel step. Flex the foot and then drop heel down to toe. Perpetual motion Taffy goes more than 9 times because it's perpetually moving. And this is so good for our grounding. And slide across on your piano stool so that you have a long spine between your tailbone and the back of the upper head here. And the gaze is always sort of forward and vague, unless you're outside, and then it's impossible to not see the beauty of our world. Notice how the upper hand moves all the way down the inside of that arm. And then it does that on the other side too. It's the heart protector move that comes from other Qigong practices, but I believe it adds a lot here because there's something happening there, even though it's never touching the skin. So feel that as well as your heel step. The heel comes down first, then it goes to the energy to the toes, then you drop the other one down. Once you slow it down, you really feel this. Last one here. Inhale and exhale. Since the Taffies are so powerful, let's do several groundings here. Inhale to the heart. Exhale slowly down, and we'll take it higher. To the head. To the high trees. And to the sun or the moon when it's above us. And just rest on globes of energy as we move into our next move, which is working the pulley on your left side. The right hand is underneath the hip here, and you're going to come across the body here in a diagonal by swiveling on your front heel and swiveling on your back toe area. And it's a beautiful move to do with partners. Feel how the hand moves under and pulls the hip back here. Since you're starting on your left, the left hand's forward from that shoulder, and then it's coming under here, underneath the hip there. And it pulls the whole body back. Good. Last one on your left side of working the pulley. Bring the foot back in. Inhale to ground it through the earth, your move. And shift over to the left to bring the right heel forward. And this time your right hand will start and your left hand will start under the hip. So here you push. That's an exhale. Here you inhale back with that hand underneath, and it's governed by, the breath is governed by the side that's forward here, which is your right side. And you shift accordingly to allow for that diagonal. Three more. Last one. Inhale to ground it a couple times here. Let's take it up higher on our inhale to above the head. And into the sky. Because we're going to move into the sky now. Light at the top of the head, light at the temple, feet in a V. Sink down. Bring the palms over the back of the skull here and sink and rise. Circle the palms. Hold the energy there. Inhale it and sink and rise. Let it go. And then sink it down into the earth with the palms down and inhale back up to the center of the heart with your left hand on top. And come down to the central meridian. With the exhale, we're coming to the light at the temples now, or light at the temple, right here behind the ears. Sink and rise, feet in a V. Let it go. Bring the palms here and circle them around. Hold the energy and sink and rise. Let it go. Out into the earth, turn the palms down to move into the earth, and then back to your heart with your left hand at the top. And sink it slowly down through your whole body. Take a deep breath in for joyous breath, coming to the balls of the feet. As much air as you can bring in, and then exhale it out 3 times, and then dropping the foot on the third, and then you got one more left. There, that's the fourth. Drop. Beautiful. Joyous breath will come to a graceful conclusion. We will double ground once more. Slow inhale and slow exhale all the way down through your 3 dantians. Feet in a V as you prepare for passing clouds. All things change, and the other hand is facing down. And you brush the elbow here, perhaps. Just sense in this side-to-side weight shift of a little bit of forward and back. Two more. Last one. Draw the foot in. Inhale to sink it through the earth. And bring it to the heart on the inhale and sink it down. We move into the 6 healing sounds. We'll say them today so that they're heard. And the first is ho for the heart on your left hand, your left foot. Ho. The next is hu for the spleen on your right side, both hands. Hu. And the next is from your right to the left. Tsu for the liver. And the third, after the third comes this one, lungs, sh. Right hand, right foot. Shi, both hands, right foot, for the triple heater. And Shui is for the kidneys. Oh. Su. Sh. Shi. Chui. Ho for the heart. Hu for the spleen. Tsu for the liver. Sh for the lungs. Shi for the triple heater. And Chui for the kidneys. Last one. Five for the kidneys. Turn the palms over. Figure 8. Last one. Mixing the energy of yin and yang, all the opposites we've worked with, both directions, bringing the left heel to the right ankle bone for cosmic consciousness pose. Bring it up, inhale it. Bring the left hand, yours and mine, close to the heart. Look over the window of eternity and through it. Interlace the fingers, bring them overhead. Thousands of years in gratitude for Qigong and so many teachers. And gratitude for Wen Shan Wang, the teacher of Justin Stone and Justin Stone's work in 1974. and our practice together in gratitude to everyone. Thank you. And take the joy with you. We all need it. Yes, back to mountain pose for a moment. Staff pose for another moment. Ground it through the earth. And now open the palms for the kindness the world needs from all of us and community that we share. Thank you.